Hello guys, welcome to today's show. My name is Nachooks and you're on GFL TV, the home of football. So if today is the first time we see our program, we will bring you the latest Arsenal news updates as they drop all over the world. So for now, we'll start with today's news. Newcastle don't come out and say that they decide on what they will do for Pepe. Say they won't sign Pepe, so they won't make a quick decision. But they know whether they go sign the guy anytime soon and whether they go leave him, because their major priority now to sign Alexander Isak from Real Sociedad. But the only things they go now, kind of be like say that plan, go work. They never really know, so they put Pepe for the mix. So the question me at the ask now be say, what is the way forward for this our Pepe? What can we do about him? What next for Pepe? Because everybody knows that Pepe is not good enough, even though some people they of the arguments say they don't give Pepe enough playing time to prove himself. She supports that line of thoughts. I disagree with that line of thoughts, because for me, I would have said that even the little chances that they give him, so make him come in as a substitution member, as a Benjamin member, he no really prove in worthiness. Look at an Nketiah. Nketiah started from Benjamin. If he come in, things will change. You said we don't say this guy get bites. As he enter now, she been a starting birds. They will give him, they go look for her. They will take integrate her with Gabriel Jesus. But this Pepe own, what do you guys think we can do for Pepe? Should we loan him out? What can we do for him? I'm a familiar setting, so they're going to ask Emil Smith Rowe, say how he take they develop your own game, how he take they improve. So Baba can talk say as in they like this now, say they watch some kind top players of other clubs, they see how then they play, and himself he can they watch playbacks like clips of his own self when they play, like some kind of position where we say he's supposed to pass when he no pass. So kind of place where we say he's supposed to wipe shots, he go pass. You check all in movements of last season, you see how he go develop this season. Say they watch people like Messi Mount, people like Kevin De Bruyne, people like Bruno Fernandes. Mention some kind of players, top players. Say in the watch like Bernardo Silva. Say they watch all of them, making they learn how they play, because in like way they move with the ball, and they believe say he can take some of their own attributes, join him for himself, can improve. So now what's in they see. Palo don't come outside from media settings, so Baba when they complain some kind of things, when they talk say he don't watch Tottenham Hotspur and the way they play strength for the season. Say Tottenham Hotspur buy plenty players and he don't make them very strong. Say Arsenal on the other hand self buy players also and they make Arsenal strong. So but this year say top 4, say it go be very hard. One kind say now what's in the see. But say we believe as Arsenal, say we can do it. See, when people they talk about Tottenham Hotspur boss player, they are strong, who them buy? As they ask all this kind of question, I don't know whether now only me they see them this way. Like I know they see Tottenham as a threat. I believe so if we meet them again this time around home and away, if we knock them, because most times when they meet them for our home, they be our wife. But if we go their side, the players we know they get players, so if we step up to the game. But now we don't get all the players for the positions we really need, so we can see add more strength. Buy some kind of players. But when they talk say Tottenham Hotspur, who them buy? I be getting another player who them buy. Why no? They buy Fraser Foster, they buy Richarlison, they buy Jet Spence, they buy Ivan Perisic, they buy Busuma. Who again? Who them buy? We they notable like maybe say if I hear the player name I go to fear. They don't buy anybody now. So I don't know what in your guy Palo they talk about. I be also that if you see Tottenham Hotspur, actually you go to fear them. Than their first level they still get all those kind of Son, Kane, Kulusevski, Lucas Moura. Now those ones now still dey. So who them buy? I don't know. So away from that, so for me that settings, they're going to ask Mikel Arteta about William Saliba contract. Say how far, because the guy gets 2 years left on his contract. If he play this season now, this upcoming season when they come, he go remain 1 year for in contract. So what did they say if we do? So Baba Conte say they get plan already where they want execute, like they are working with Saliba team to make sure say inside a lengthy contract. Even if we want sell him in the future, we know we sell him for cheap just because he has 1 year left on the contract. We want protect in value. So even sell like 3 or 4 years extension, in play 1 season. If his spirit sit there and say he won't leave, and he can sell him and get better money for his head. So now so he just go. There's many reports don't come outside. They let us know say Bellerin don't report many offers where they come from Italy. Many people want sign up. After that in loan stints with Real Betis, so many people come outside say they interested in signing a Bellerin. So but as Arsenal did now, Bellerin got the talk saying he no really won't go Italy. So where he won't go down at Spain, you get. Say now if you say Real Betis no get money to buy him, say anything Spain, you won't go back to your homeland. Anything Spain, anybody that come from Spain say okay, we'd like to sign you, come and join us, and hey, it will make sense. And don't forget say the guy said we know that Copa del Rey from Betis, so they still play where they try. Well, wish him all the best of luck. But for now presently, he's an Arsenal player. Follow them for the setup with be for America. So now for our right back now, don't get plenty. Tomiyasu did the set, get the instrument, and Niles did there, then Bellerin did there. That's like 4 right back who don't get now. Well, we'll watch as this they go. About Kevin Campbell said, maybe one of our super monitoring spirits don't come outside and let us know say if Arsenal won't remain a top club for the EPL, they must make sure say they don't sell players like Bukayo Saka. You get say Bukayo Saka last 2 seasons it was the player of the season for Arsenal. This season we just passed now, it was the player of the season for Arsenal. So that's a very remarkable consistency. The level of consistency where the boy gets is very high, and we're expecting him to still hit the ground running. But this season when they come, so back on the talk, if you see clubs like maybe Man City, see Liverpool, you go to see them not to see what Saka they do. So they just the monitor him because the guy is a small player. He still get many years ahead of him. So they just the watch him. Time will reach now. They go won't come ask that his money bust everywhere carry the guy. That is why for the new contract we Saka won't sign. In agents when they tell Arsenal say you guys put a buyout clause because normal Arsenal know they like to put buyout clause for their players' contracts. Or just put the year there. So if you want buy them, you can't negotiate with them. But once buyout clause don't do there, you know go put an outrageous buyout clause like all those kind of backer, like Real Madrid put within 1 billion for Vinicius Junior contracts. All those kind of backer said they sabi that kind of thing. Like Ansu Fati, you know how many billion we them put there. To let you know say no go area, come and negotiate with us. So Arsenal maybe like to do that. So they let Arsenal know say Monagas puts a buyout clause so that if person want buy am na 70 million pounds, they will just come pay the money, bust every year, carry am. But I never know how they go, I'm just the watch. Our Gabriel Yusuf sef don come outside from media setting dey talk say he notice say him with Eddie Nketiah dey celebrate the same way. Say e make sense, good. Even for the friend wey dem play against this Orlando City, we see say when Nketiah score, Yusuf go meet am, so dem call it like this. They link up, you get. So that one na good thing. So but Baba come dey talk say he go meet Nketiah one-on-one. May ask am say wetin be the history for this your celebration? Like wetin ginger you? Wetin make you start am? Shey you see me come copy me? Abi you don dey do am before you see me? Like wetin make you start to do that celebration? Because every celebration gets a story behind them. So once you don't know that in a hand, you just want to know. I think they inquisitive. Our familiar setting, so they come dey ask Arteta say where he go like to play Zinchenko. Should we go plan for the midfield? I would like go plan for defense because now many people say they ask. So Baba come talk say he go plan for both places because originally, like I told you before, originally Zinchenko na number 10 in the play before Guardiola can sign am. I know say you be number 10. There's no way you go enter Man City setup where you go see chance play because when you check their midfield, you go see people like Bernardo Silva. As of that time, David Silva still there, Kevin De Bruyne there. All those one be the creative engine. So you where you come, where you want call, you know if you dislodge these guys now. So Guardiola come and Arteta still dey Man City say now then convert the guy to a left back because Arteta don't be there for long now when they learn work. So now then convert the guy. So now we say the guy don't join us now. Arteta know the guy history, know everything about him, and he knows how best to utilize him. So the team will say if Kieran Tierney get injury, like as they hear saying they injured now, which means Zinchenko will likely start against Crystal Palace. Or if Kieran Tierney don't come back, if something do Shaka, no asking they collect a red card, normal now. I don't know that don't change. If you collect red card, at least you get Zinchenko, we go be capable hands. If you want to play Europa League, let people go to play. You know, make the team they less burdensome to play as well they play. So I'm very happy. Our Fabio Vieira self don't come down, return to first team training after that injury. You know, say before Baba they don't say, I don't get injury, I'm okay. But we know say we dey see am for picture when we wear protective cast, which means something happened to his leg. But I'm happy to announce to you guys say the guy don't return to first team training. So maybe the match against Chelsea, they will draft him in, make him play some few minutes. I never know. Then after Chelsea, you know, say our preseason tour for America don't end. Then you are coming back to the Emirates. Then maybe before they will play the match against Sevilla, will be 1 week to Crystal Palace. Then if you play some kind indoor friendly, we no fit dey for media, just indoor, like as they play that Ipswich before they come show am for Arsenal website, they show us the highlights. So maybe they will invite 1 or 2 teams, just play sharp, move, just the more match fit to get. But that Chelsea match, that match will be important. I would like to watch am. So we'll see how our team be because Chelsea is going to be the strongest team among all the people who go play for preseason. We'll just watch and wish our team well. I'm a journalist where they call Peter O'Rourke. Don't come outside, come they let us know say Everton fit dey interested in signing Nicolas Pepe on loan. So they would like to carry the guy from Arsenal, just relieve Arsenal of the burden. And one thing be say, now wey they don't lose Richarlison, go give Tottenham Hotspur, so they never sign any replacements. So taking Pepe from Arsenal on loan, it will make sense because they no really get money. Their owner will be Alisher Usmanov. Don't forget say England don't put something restriction on your funds. So the guy no fit move funds for them, no fit send funds for them. So now through selling of players, they take they recoup funds to take buy some kind of people don't buy. And nobody don't buy Dominic Calvert-Lewin is still with them. They never really sell many of their players. So it will really affect them for this transfer window. That's why they know they too no noisy, they don't buy anybody. If you don't buy one or two, but nobody hear anything again because they have lack of funds. So Pepe going on a loan deal to Everton, it don't really make sense. I would like make we just sell the guy, recoup some funds, at least more generate some income. That's what I would expect. So I don't think so we would like to loan the guy. I'm also not saying. At the same time, for media setting, so Arteta can confirm say time don dey reach wey im go let some kind players know their own standing, because now also don't buy at least 5 players. So the next line of action now to just call the players together, let them say, okay, those who we no go use regularly, consistently for this league wey dey happen now, League, Cup and Europa League, we go let them know in advance so that they go find their square root, or if they still wan stay, as im go clear them. No be say in the future now when they complain say coach no use me, im go let everybody know their position, because you can't use everybody. After all, you are registering just 25 players, so you go let everybody know their stand. If you know say one leave now, tell your agents make find club for you, so you go let them know their own standing and clarify the situation. See, that's the next line of action for him. Another issue wey gonna burst my brain na this Tomiyasu lingering injury, because Tomiyasu never still recover from an injury. So which means we dey expect to see Cedric Soares versus Zaha on the opening day, and it no go too make sense because anytime the two of them meet, Zaha dey always lick this guy like a pot of soup. So I never know whether Arteta go put in Ben White for that right back, then pair up Gabriel Magalhaes and Saliba, come put Zinchenko for the other far left. That kind of formation, it will make sense. It will be very, very tight, like solid. Zaha no go really get space because that Saliba, Gabriel and Magalhaes, 3 of them, Saliba, Gabriel, Ben White, no, 3 of them, it makes sense for that back. So I never know how all these things will go. Now the thing when they talk about injury-prone players, you see Tomiyasu when they get Bologna, they get injury like this. You don't come for EPL, which is very intensifying. You see say body don dey tell am, look at Partey, the same thing, body don dey tell am, look at Tierney, body don dey tell am. So we need the replacements for these guys. We can't keep doing this. They carry players say body dey pepper because they play, before you know now when they matter most, we no go see them again. Well, if you don't watch yesterday, you should check the top left corner of your screen. You'll see the thumbnail. Click am so that you get all Arsenal updates as they drop all over the world. So Sachuk signing out. Enjoy the rest of your day and game out.